This is a common dispensing question, so changes in BVD, what do you do and how do you calculate them? If a patient's prescription as measured at 13 millimeters is minus 16 diopter sphere, then when they choose a frame that sits at 9 millimeters, what's the perceived and the given power? So this question is basically saying that if we've got the patient's BVD at 13 millimeters, when we change it to 9 millimeters, we're moving 4 millimeters closer to the eye. So what is going to be the change in power that we're going to feel to this minus 16 prescription? Let's start off by writing down what we know. So the patient's prescription is minus 16. The refracted BVD is 13 millimeters. The frame BVD, so where we're actually going to pop the glasses once they're dispensed, is going to be 9 millimeters. So we know that that difference is actually 4 millimeters, and we're going to be moving closer. Now, if, say, for example, that's the eye and this is the lens, then when we move closer, the focal point, instead of being on the retina, is actually going to be further behind the retina. So that's kind of like a hyperopic prescription. So we need to do D as a plus value. So the formula that we're going to use is FE is what is the lens going to feel like is equal to F over 1 plus DF. So let's start off by just plugging in all the information that we have. So we've got a minus 16 over 1 plus, we're going to use D as a plus value. And D usually is this difference, but in meters. So basically we would do 0.004 times by F again, which is minus 16. So just simplify everything in the brackets first. So minus 16, 1 plus minus 0.064. And then do the bottom half over here, so minus 16 over 0.936, and then do the division, which is minus 17.09. So basically what we're saying is that when you take this minus 16 lens and you bring it closer, it feels like a minus 17. I need to change this prescription. I need to add more plus onto that prescription to get that focus back onto the retina. So I need to change this prescription by that difference. So a minus 16 feels like minus 17.90 when I move it closer. So I need to take that difference. So the difference would be minus 1.09 and add that back on to my original feeling or original prescription. So basically we're going to do minus 16 and we're going to add this amount on. So the new prescription that I'm going to give would be a minus 14.90. Okay, so when we have a minus 16 lens and we move 4 millimeters closer to the eye, the lens feels like a minus 17, so I'm going to give a minus 15 instead. So the closest prescription that we're going to round up to is going to be a minus 15, but if you wanted the exact numbers, it's going to be a minus 14.90 or 14.905, I think it worked out to be.